Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan's Top 10. This week I'm going to take a peek at the Turf Male Division, my top 10 ranking. Send me your top 10 on the comments section at the Daily Racing Form YouTube page or tweet me at DRF_Dan Illman. Let's begin with number 10. Tribhuvan is trained by Chad Brown, and we're going to take a look at his victory in the Fort Marcy, his seasonal debut, his first race off of a long layoff, his first race as a gelding, and his first race really incorporating this new running style, this run-and-gun style. It's worked well in the past for longer distance horses like Precious Passion, and it worked very well in the Fort Marcy for Tribhuvan, who took them all the way at a big price. But he proved this race was not a fluke. His most recent performance was the Grade 1 Manhattan on Belmont Stakes Saturday, and he ran a big race yet again, finishing second to his stablemate Domestic Spending after going right to the front. With these newfound tactics, I would expect Tribhuvan to be a force in middle to longer distance races for Chad Brown. Number 9 on my list is Gufo, a horse with a completely different running style. Let's go back to Gufo's race 2 starts back, his seasonal debut in the Man o' War, and this horse has no early speed whatsoever, but he does have a powerful late kick. You're going to see him on the outside. He's just going to miss by a nose to Channel Cat. Now, he also ran in the Manhattan, and in that race, over a wet track, he fell far, far behind. He just had too much to do. He came with a nice run to finish third. You know he's always going to kick in the stretch. With his running style, he's pace-dependent, he's trip-dependent. It is interesting that he worked with blinkers the other day. Trainer Christophe Clement says blinkers are in the cards for Gufo's next start, most likely to be at Belmont in the Grand Couturier Stakes on July the 5th. Number 8 is Hit the Road. Hit the Road won 4 in a row earlier this year. The Grade 3 Kilrow is the race we're going to look at right now. 99 Beyer speed figure in the Kilrow. Now, after this start, trainer Danny Blacker sent him to Keeneland, ran him in the Maker's Mark Mile, where he caught wet turf. He's not used to that in Southern California, and I think that turf course was just a little bit soft for Hit the Road, who underperformed with a 5th place finish. Now, he came out of that race with a muscle strain. He is back on the work tab right now. Blacker says the Eddie Reed on July 24th is a possibility, but keep an eye for Hit the Road in the Del Mar Mile on August the 21st. Number 7 is the versatile Say the Word. Let's go back to Say the Word's race 2 starts back. This is the Elkhorn at Keeneland, going a demanding mile and a half, and just watch the way Say the Word stays on in the stretch. He's going to just use that stamina to win with a 99 Beyer speed figure. Phil D'Amato cut him all the way back for his subsequent start to a mile, and the mile's probably a bit short for Say the Word, and he still ran very well to finish second to Smooth Like Strait. Say the Word will stretch out incrementally for his next start, the Eddie Reed at a mile and an eighth on July the 24th. Number 6 is Raging Bull. Raging Bull, we're going to take a look at his most recent start, the Grade 3 Poker at Belmont last week. Beaten favorite in here, but he ran another fast race, his second start of the year, and his first start since winning the Maker's Mark Mile, a Grade 1 at Keeneland off the layoff. Raging Bull inside, in behind horses, close to a fast pace. Alexandra, the one-run closer, the in-foal mare, has a very strong kick, and she got the jump on Raging Bull in the stretch. Raging Bull showed a lot of heart, though. This is a horse that seems a lot more professional since he's come back this year. He's got a lot more tactical speed. Maybe I'm underestimating him a little bit, dropping him down to 6. A little disappointed he lost that race. Alexandra is a good mare. Raging Bull will have plenty of chances, I'm sure, this fall and summer to move back up the rankings. Number 5 is Arklow. Just look at Arklow's overall body of work. A graded stakes winner 5 consecutive years. He won the Louisville Handicap in his seasonal debut. We're going to go back to the Hollywood Turf Cup of 2020 to take a peek at Arklow. And in this race, he was a lot closer to the pace. He was able to beat a solid horse named Lucario, a 104 Beyer speed figure for a horse that's earned 9 triple-digit Beyer speed figures in his career. And I like the way he won the Louisville Handicap. He came from far behind to win. This is a horse that you can keep an eye on for longer distance races. Maybe Brad Cox will run him in a race like the United Nations. Channel Maker is the number 4. Let's go back to Channel Maker's 2020 Breeders' Cup Turf, where he was an excellent third. He found his form again towards the end of 2020 with victories in the Turf Classic at Belmont, the Sword Dancer at Saratoga, and of course this race in the Breeders' Cup Turf. Now, he's only raced twice this year. Bill Mott has tested him. He ran him in Saudi Arabia in that very expensive turf race. He ran very well to be second after moving a bit early. early, and then he was likely overmatched last time out in the Dubai Shima Classic. Now, he has won work since coming back, but it's been over 2 weeks since we've seen him on the work tab. I'm hoping everything's okay for Channel Maker, because you would expect to see him in races like the Sword Dancer at Saratoga. Smooth Like Strait is the number 3. Let's watch Smooth Like Straight's victory in the Shoemaker Mile. 102 Buyer speed figure. For a horse with good tactical speed, he likes to be forwardly placed in his races. And in the Shoemaker Mile, he was able to control the pace as a heavy favorite, and he's going to hold off Say the Word's late kick. All the advantages in Smooth Like Straight's favor this day. The distance, he wants that more than Say the Word. The trip and pace scenario, he wants that more than Say the Word. A good effort, though, nonetheless, for Smooth Like Strait, who's won 7 of 15. We'll see him in the Reed on July 24th. Colonel Liam is number 2. He's only really had one bad race this year. Unfortunately, it was his last one, the Manhattan, where 2 things might have conspired against him. We're going to take a look at his victory in the Pegasus World Cup turf race. Last time out in the Manhattan, he caught a wet turf course. He had an outside post position, and he was going a distance that might be a bit far for him. I'm not sure 1.25 miles on testing ground is okay for Colonel Liam, but you can't knock the results this year. Win in the Pegasus, win in the Muniz Memorial, dead heat win in the Turf Classic at Churchill Downs. Don't be surprised if this horse gets a little bit of a break for Todd Pletcher. He's done a lot of running this year. Dan's top selection, Domestic Spending. He's, in my opinion, undoubtedly the best turf male in the country right now. Let's watch his victory in the Manhattan. He is 6 for 7 lifetime. And for Chad Brown, this horse has just blossomed beautifully. He dead heated with Colonel Liam in the Turf Classic in his seasonal debut. He's now won 4 consecutive races, and he's just much the best in the Manhattan over, again, testing ground, going 1.25 miles. I think this horse is effective at distances from 1.125 miles to 1.5 miles. He will run next in the race formerly known as the Arlington Million. You can't call it the Arlington Million anymore, not $1 million purse. The Mr. D at Arlington has a $600,000 purse on August the 14th. That's where we'll see Domestic Spending. And that's it this week for Dan's Top 10.